and that means
working
training
out
day.
Yeah.
We're talking fitness.
So we're doing YouTube lives Tuesdays, and today's gonna
The
be
day after Monday.
The day after Monday, that's
And-
today. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and then they'll be posted on the Gym in the North YouTube channel following that. You can consume them at your leisure.
Oh, the leisure that you will have consuming them
So much leisure.
is good.
A lot of learning too.
There's a lot going on today.
Yeah, there is a lot going on today.
Yeah.
So we're a few minutes late getting started, but like I said, this will be up shortly, and you can watch it whenever you want. We're talking strength training today, like we do every single Tuesday. Our chats are focused around workouts, around muscle development, around fitness, around being in the gym.
And getting huge.
Getting huge,
Yeah.
if that's your goal.
Yeah.
Which it should be.
It's everybody's goal. Yeah,
Just huge. So today I want to talk about a little bit more about workout kind of design programming. We've talked the last couple of weeks about setting goals, having a bit of a plan. We talked about reps and reserve and rep ranges and things like that last week.
The
intensity, exactly, which needs to be there. The next thing I want to talk about is not necessarily exercise selection, but putting together your workout. What does it look like? What does your training split look like? What days are you training on? What days are you taking off? Are you doing full body? Are you doing push-pull legs, chest day, arm day? What does it look like?
What does it look like?
So for you, Peter,
Yep.
I guess right now, let's start with right now.
Right
What does
now.
your training split look like roughly?
For me, push-pull legs.
Okay. Twice a
Push-pull
week
legs.
each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing about 6 days. Or depending on how many days I do,
Yeah.
I'll just do that. So if I'm doing like Monday, push, pull, legs. And then if I'm not going to take a day off, I'm going to do push-pull legs again. Or if I have something happening, I'll take that as a rest day.
You'll postpone.
So I don't
and then
have
start
like
your
Monday's
push-pull.
leg day,
Yeah.
Tuesdays this day. It's just
You just follow through with
whatever's
what's
next
next.
in the
Yeah.
circuit.
I love that too. I don't necessarily love the idea of having a set day of the week for a certain workout. I do like the kind of rotation format.
Yeah.
Typically just for like logistics. The gym busyness is always going to be the same on Mondays. If you're always training chest on Mondays, you're going to be disappointed every
With
time
everybody.
at 5 p.m. because everybody else is doing that
Yeah.
too. So having a bit of a rotation gets you around the gym a little bit more, and it's a little bit easier to plan. So how long you been doing the push-pull legs?
I have found that it helped my shoulder feel better.
Okay.
So basically, since I've had my shoulder discomfort, but I have switched between
Full body as well, right?
So it's hard to say. So I did full body, and then I did each basic muscle group as well.
Okay.
So I did like chest day, arm day, leg day.
Yeah.
And then I found I wasn't getting in enough volume.
Yeah.
And the workouts are easy.
Yeah.
So they're either easy or
really hard. Yeah.
So it's hard to get that consistent intensity.
That's where I kind of wanted to go with the, the bro split, the body part split. That's kind of what a lot of new people to the gym assume that their workout week looks like. And that to me is the worst split.
Especially for a new person.
Yes, especially for a new person for a number of reasons. Peter kind of outlined them both there. The two big ones are A, if you work out hard enough, you're going to be way too sore the next day.
Yep.
And B, you're not hitting that muscle group again until a whole week later, which is too much downtime in between, and your volume, your weekly volume isn't high enough.
Yeah. And then if something happens in your life and you miss that day again,
then maybe it's 2 weeks.
Then it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you're not hitting enough volume.
Yeah. And then you're going to be sore more often because you're hitting it less often.
Yeah. And that the amount of volume that you're going to do in that day, because you're only hitting one muscle group, is a lot of volume, which brings a lot of soreness.
Yes.
So that type of workout is used by a lot of advanced bodybuilders who are trying to bring up certain body parts.
Yes. Very focused on one body part for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most people, unless you're a professional bodybuilder, that's not going to be the ideal workouts. And that's what I fell into when I first started working out. Is I just found what the biggest guys were doing. I'm like, I want to get big like this guy.
Yeah.
But that's not where I should have started.
Yeah. And like I said, common mistake for a lot of people. So now with that out of the way, where would you go if you're programming for somebody who is brand new?
Full body.
Agreed.
Spread the pain out.
Spread the pain out.
Spread the joy out.
The joy, spread the joy and the pain.
Spread the joy.
A lot of advantages to full body workouts. One of them being, like Peter just said, you're hitting a little bit of everything every day. So that minimizes your soreness and allows you to get your workouts in a little bit more frequently without having that.
The recovery is so much better.
The recovery is so much better. The logistics are better as well. If you miss a day or so, like you said, something happens and you're not postponing it another week, you're just hitting full body again the next day.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to do if you're traveling, all these sorts of things. The logistics of a full body workout are very, very easy. And you can spread that volume out over the course of the week. So it is going to be still enough per body part.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're getting enough reps per body part, enough sets in.
Yes. That's the key thing to focus on, is the amount of sets per body part per week that we're doing. So like we said, with the single body part split, those are crammed into one day, which isn't ideal. We want them spread out a little bit more, ideally, either through a full body split or like Peter's doing push-pull legs. I'm doing push-pull legs right now as well. That's what I've most frequently done and I've found the most success with. I like hitting body parts twice a week.
Yeah. So have you ever done like an upper lower?
I haven't, but I do like that for people as well.
Yeah.
For me, I just have had so much more emphasis on training upper body in my life.
You don't want to do legs.
Well, I'm not against doing legs, but they don't need to be equal for sure. I don't need to spend as much time I don't need to alternate.
Yeah.
It's like I'm at least 60, like 2/3 upper lower.
Yeah.
But I do like an upper lower if you're somebody who hits the gym either 2 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I think upper
4 is
lower.
ideal.
4 is ideal.
Yeah.
2 uppers and 2
doing
lowers.
2, you should be doing
maybe
full
bodies. Maybe full bodies. You're right.
Yeah.
But 4 times a week, an upper lower split is a really good way to get enough volume across all those body parts.
Yeah.
Do things like gender matter for your body part split? No. Not at all. Not at all. No. Upper lower, guy, girl, doesn't matter.
Parts.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We need to train our bodies
usually just have different
equally.
focus on what you want to grow.
Sure.
So from what I found,
yeah,
ladies will focus more on the gluteus maximus areas and legs. And I find that girls usually like training legs more.
Yeah.
Where most guys don't, because we just want biceps and chest and
chest. Yeah.
So that's the difference. But like we all have the same parts that we need to develop equally.
Yes.
And guys should train their glutes more because that is the foundation of basically your entire stability of your body. And your largest.
You'll go to any gyms and see exercises like hip thrusts or even barbell back squats being done mostly by girls, and then like barbell bench press or lateral raises being done mostly by guys.
Yeah.
And that's just, again, kind of like the body part split, a common early misconception that people have. That we all need to train our bodies equally, head to toe, top to bottom, get enough volume in for each body part.
And from the scientific standpoint, like you don't want muscle imbalance.
Totally.
So if you're only training chest and your back is imbalanced, then you're going to be hunched over like this, and you're going to notice a lot more shoulder pain and shoulder injuries, and the same with the legs.
The lowers.
The lowers.
Very good example that you just used with chest and back. Those are conflicting body parts. So if you have one really developed and one really underdeveloped, it's going to look and feel even more underdeveloped because the other one is overdeveloped. They antagonize each other. They work against each other.
Antagonists. The yin and the yang.
It's like having a massive bicep and no tricep. It would look very weird.
Very odd.
And like Peter said, more likely to lead to injury.
Not
functional. Exactly.
Which, like, I train just to look good, but it's also to be functional as well.
At its core, it is making you more functional.
In life more better.
Just inherently, it makes your day easier. Everything's more functional. You're
Let's
less
not lie
sore.
to people. I do it to look good.
Oh, of course. That is #1 priority. Look at us.
Look at
us.
Yeah.
But yes, at the end of the day, that is what we want to focus on, is getting enough volume in over the course of a week, no matter whether you're a guy or girl, no matter how frequently you're training. Training frequency on that, we can touch on that a little bit here as well. So you're doing, like you said, push-pull legs, generally 6 a week. Probably on the high end for somebody who's just starting out.
Yeah. Because of the recovery. Yeah. So your body's not used to that kind of stress, especially ligaments and tendons.
Yeah.
That's what we're finding, like a lot of muscle strain people are coming into is
strains, exactly.
Strains, ligaments and tendons. So, and the thing that I see with people in the gym is as soon as you get a strain in your arm, that doesn't mean you can just stop going to the gym. Like you still have 1,000 other body parts and exercises you can do. So just because you have an injury in one spot, don't stop going to the gym. There's still things that you can do. But yes, when you're starting out, you want to build up that strength in the ligaments, tendons, and then the muscles catch up after that. But if I was to miss a month, like if I got hit by a truck or something and I couldn't go to the gym, then I would start out again just 3 days a week, full body, easing myself in like I was a beginner.
That's exactly what I was going to say next. Is so when you
but don't get hit by a truck.
When things come up like getting hit by trucks, it's very important not to jump right back into a full chest day with 10 exercises your first time back in the gym.
You'd be sore as a motherfucker.
Yeah. We want to make sure we are evening ourselves out, like Peter said, getting enough recovery between those workouts and easing ourselves back in to make sure we don't re-aggravate any injuries. Yeah. So that also plays a role in designing your workout program. Of course, having those things in mind.
Yeah.
Say going on vacation, for an example, is another one. So maybe you're missing.
Do you not work out when you go on vacation?
Well, I do. But say I'm going away for a week.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going somewhere hot, somewhere nice.
Somewhere nice and hot.
Nice. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I'll maybe get 2 workouts in while I'm gone.
What else are you doing with
But
all
I
your
typically
time?
do. I'm laying on the beach. Laying
Just
on the beach,
laying?
swimming, swimming with the fish. Maybe just laying, just relaxing.
All right.
I'm gonna get 2 workouts in while I'm there. I'm gonna
Okay.
commit to that.
That's good.
What do those workouts look like for somebody in that scenario? Am I sticking to my normal split?
No, you're doing full body.
Full body.
Yeah.
Full body. 100% right.
You need all that full body.
Yeah. And then when I come back, it's probably a
You still easing in?
week of full body, I would
Getting
say.
it back in.
Yep, a week of full body, and then pick up my normal split again after I've touched the weights a little bit, familiarized myself back with my routine, and felt a little bit of progression.
Yeah. So then you're still getting all the progressive overload.
Yes.
Because you've deloaded.
Deloaded.
So
Yeah.
it's actually good to take breaks
A little bit
and
of
not
breaks.
train 7 days a week for 365 days a year.
Yeah.
But we call those deload weeks where you're taking a week off, not off, but less volume.
Less volume.
So
Yeah.
allowing the repair and recovery, which does work good on vacation.
Yep.
But
That's a good time to plan those deload weeks around. For
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But then when you come back, easing back that volume.
Easing back in, but intensity ramps up, and then before you know it,
Yeah.
you're right back to where you
And
were
you don't need
before.
long.
No, you don't need
Like
long.
a week.
Week or 2.
Yeah.
Week or 2. For
And
sure.
then crush it.
Yeah. So push-pull legs twice a week for each body part we like, if possible. Upper lower is great as well. Full body also great as well.
So when starting out,
yes,
okay, ideally, how many times would you go?
I would go probably 5, but I would lift weights 3 and do cardio on 2,
Okay.
and I would take 2 days off. That's what I would
That
recommend
does
for
sound
somebody
nice.
just starting out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get into a routine, get in a habit of going to the gym. Don't,
Because it builds comfortableness in the environment.
That's one of the things we want to do, especially we've talked about this already on here with habits a lot, is we want to build the habit of going, build comfort with the environment.
Yeah.
We don't want to overdo it to the point we never want to come back.
Yeah.
We want to get in the habit of going.
Yeah. And that's where, like, if you're just starting out,
Yeah.
and I took you through a full just leg day,
Yeah.
like, you ain't going to want to
I'm not going to want to come back. I'm going to be like, I'm dying and I need to stay home for 3 weeks
and
now.
I have a wheelchair.
Yes, exactly.
And that's not what we want.
That's not what we want.
So you don't want to be debilitatingly sore.
So how long, I guess, so this is dependent person to person.
Yeah.
How long are you keeping somebody on a beginner type program where it's maybe a 3-a-week full body before progressing them to maybe a push-pull legs or an upper lower, depending on their goals?
It would depend
Yeah.
on their goals.
Yeah.
And how many days they can go.
Yeah.
So if I had busy professional doctor, business lawyer, they can only train 3 days a week. They're
Yeah.
staying on full body their entire life.
Totally agree. Totally agree. If there's somebody with maybe a little bit more freedom in their schedule, weekends are off, I only work till 3 p.m. every day,
Yeah.
and I've made some progress in the first 3 to 4 months,
Yep.
is that about a good amount of time to move them on, or do you think a little bit longer?
Or a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Like 4 to 6.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I agree.
it takes a while.
Yeah, it does take a while. That's
Takes a
that's
while.
one thing I want to hammer home.
Most
It's not
people
just
are
a week of
beginner
full
for
body.
their first year.
At least.
At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
So like I was probably a beginner for my first 2 to 3 years.
Totally agree.
Before I started, and I wasn't like, I wish I would have trained better
Yeah.
when I started
Early
earlier
on.
than not knowing what I was doing.
That's
I
why we're
should've-
doing this, so you don't
Yeah.
make those
I
mistakes.
just, like, I did spend time trying to learn
Yep.
from like YouTube and
Yeah.
magazines,
Yep.
but I was focused on the people that were already very big,
Yes.
not the process of getting to that big.
Yes.
So there's a big difference on where to start to get to where you want to go versus once you're there, what you
Yes,
have to
then
do
we can
to
tweak.
stay there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Absolutely.
Full
love it.
body.
Full bodies.
You're a beginner for a year.
Yeah. I like it. Great answer.
Yeah.
And
And then as soon as you take off more than a week,
yeah,
you're back
you started
to a
over.
beginner.
You're a beginner again.
You're a beginner
again.
So
Yeah, it
you've
doesn't
earned
end. Yes.
that intermediate status.
Yes, exactly.
And
it
now,
resets. It doesn't
and now, even
pause.
now, like, do you consider yourself an advanced?
Intermediate, I would say
lifter?
still.
Yeah,
Even though I've been
that's
doing
how
it
I
for 13, 14 years. Like I'm 32. I still lived in it since I was like 16. And I'm still, I would say, intermediate. Yeah. Yeah. Like I know what I'm doing in there, but there's,
Yeah, I still learn
Yeah.
new things all the
I
time.
love learning new things.
So,
yeah, we love learning new
Sometimes
things.
Scott even teaches me new things, like the seated face pull.
Seated
Never
face
did
pull.
one before I met
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And 2 days ago, I came into your office and said, watch my kettlebell swing and make it better because I'm not very good at it.
And it got better.
And it got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always progression. And that's why it helps to have either a coach or somebody that you work with that knows what they're doing, that can see because sometimes you don't always see what you're not doing
Totally.
right when you're doing it.
Totally. And like
So-
we said, a lot of this stuff is person to person. So it's hard to just find something on the internet and go by that, because you do need somebody kind of supervising you sometimes in your corner and helping
I need
you
a lot of
apply.
supervision.
And so do I. And so do I. We need a lot of supervision. And a lot of people do. So like you said, hiring a coach is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
Anything else on designing workouts, putting a program together?
How long should their workout be
Great
when
question.
you're starting?
45 minutes probably tops when you're starting.
Yeah.
Definitely not more than an hour.
Nothing.
And
more than
definitely
an hour.
not under 20 minutes.
No.
I would say like 20 to 40 is a
Yeah.
great window.
So then how many, we talked a little bit about volume.
Yep.
How many sets are you doing? So if you're doing a full body workout,
Yep. Usually 5 or 6
what exercises are you picking? 5?
I'm usually 5 or 6.
Okay.
6 max, and probably 20 total sets. So 3 or 4 of each. 20 max.
How are you so good at math?
Math.
He's a math.
Math.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I'm doing 6 exercises, 2 of those will have 4 sets, the
Okay.
rest will have 3.
All right.
How's that look for
Yeah.
you? You like it?
Yeah. It's
You
a little more than
little
I
higher?
would do.
A little higher?
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, for me, because I need lots of breaks because my fat kid lungs, I
It
need
depends. It
rest
depends
time.
on where you're at.
But when you're first starting, you're not using a lot of weight, so you don't need a
That's
lot
right.
of recovery
That's
time
right.
as much.
The rest time, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but still
Yeah.
focusing on like controlling the reps. So I just don't
Yes.
like new people rushing through
Yes.
exercises. We're
Yes.
still there focusing on doing it correctly.
Yes, and don't get hung up on amount of things if it's outside of
but
what
like
we're telling
6
you
is
to do.
good.
6 is good.
And then
6 is good.
how are you splitting up the body parts?
So generally for full body, so say it's 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I'll do the first one will be, I'll say like push focused. So
Yeah.
my first exercise will be a heavy push move, a compound
Big
chest.
compound move.
Big compound move,
And chest because
because it's chest. And then for the next workout, I'll start with a pull. And then for the third workout, I'll start with legs.
Okay.
But within a workout, it's compound, and then 2 kind of accessory, not quite isolation, but maybe like a cable seated row
Yeah.
or like
so
a
it's a
pec deck
compound
fly.
move, but not
Yeah,
like
not a heavy
barbell
free weight move.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my last 1 or 2 will be an isolation, like kind of finisher, whether it's bicep curls or lateral raises or a very isolated movement on a small muscle.
Right. Where you're not using a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got 2 big effort moves.
Yep.
And then 2
2
medium effort
Yep.
moves.
And then 1 or 2 really burnout finisher.
Yeah.
Still effort.
What
but
the kids
less
call the
intense.
get the pump.
pump.
The kids are going for the pump these days.
Exactly. Sound good to you? Whereabouts are you
Yeah.
at with that?
Yeah, I like that.
Agree?
Yeah, that's real good.
Okay.
Especially
Very
when
good.
starting out.
Very
And then
good.
get the recovery.
Exactly.
And then
take your
spend all this extra time that you thought you want to spend at the gym cooking your food
yes,
to recover.
prepping your food, which
Prep
we'll
your
talk
food.
about on Thursday.
Thursday, food time.
Nutrition
And fresh.
Oh, and Peter's going to be looking
coming
fresh
tomorrow. Look at this
Wow.
madness.
Wow.
Oh, it's out of control.
Treat the people to Pretty Peter.
It's going to be pretty, Peter. How high should we go? Should we go shorter?
I kind of like when it's a little
I'm
shorter.
going.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
aggressive.
yeah.
Man
Yeah.
hawk.
More mohawky. Yeah.
Man hawk.
Man hawk.
We're going to battle.
We'll introduce the man hawk
The
coming
Man
up
Hawk shall
Thursday
come
at
on
1.
Thursday.
Another one of these workout focus will be next Tuesday, like we said, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every single week. And same thing on Thursday, but it'll be all about nutrition on Thursdays. Enjoy your day. See you in the gym. Get it done. Peace. Peace.
I'm too shaky. I can't even. I can't turn it off.